If you've been subbed to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, then you know the Resident Evil games, genuinely some of my favourite games of all time. I love the franchise. However, I have never really liked the live action movies. I will admit, number 2, Apocalypse, kind of cheesy, kind of cringe, but I kind of like it. But everything else, for me, nah bro, like if you like those movies, big up you guys, more power to you, but for me, nah. And now we have a brand new Resident Evil movie, not connected to any of those ones. Let's chat about it. Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. This is a brand new Resident Evil movie and it's genuinely brand new. It does not connect to any other live action movie. However, story-wise, it's pretty much the games of number 1 and 2 mushed up together. And if you've played those games, you pretty much know, nearly beat for beat, how the story is going to pan out in this movie now. It does a few little things different, but not a lot. In fact, I'd say, like, if you go into this and you've never played the games, it's like a new movie, like a new experience. But if you've played the first 2 games, especially number 2, you're going to know pretty much everything that happens in this movie. There's a few things that like shift around, but overall, it's the same thing. The story, for me, it was alright. It's just the games, bro. Just well watered down. There is, again, a few little new things, but overall, the story kind of did nothing for me, man. It's that thing. Just go play the games, man, because they do so much better at telling this story. As for the cast and the characters, pretty much nearly everyone is in this, man. You got Leon, Claire, Jill, Wesker. You got a lot of people in this movie. Everyone done a decent job. Nearly. There are 2 characters, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, Leon, what is going on? He is the most annoying, bumbling, useless buffoon of a character ever. Like, I understand you got so many other characters who are like the skilled people, but hey, I get it. Resident Evil 2, pretty much a rookie still, but in this, there's a huge difference to being a rookie police officer and then being useless. In fact, I'm going to go a step beyond and say, if you like Leon from the games, your eyes, they're going to be insulted, mate. He was so bad. Not only that, Wesker, what have you done to my guy? He is just, I don't want to talk about it. Kind of spoilery. If you play the games, you know who Wesker is. He's a big deal. Not in this, he ain't. And obviously, this is a zombie movie. How are the zombies? They are pretty good. They look good. I would say there's definitely not as many zombies and creatures on screen that you probably think. Like, if you've seen the trailers, it kind of gives the impression like you're going to see hordes of zombies. Definitely not the case. In fact, for a movie that's quite short, I mean, you're doing 2 games together, the runtime is not long. I can't remember what it is. I think it's like 110 minutes, maybe less. But there are multiple scenes that don't have any zombies or creatures or anything. So this kind of 50-50. When they're on the screen, they do look good. As for the gore and stuff, it's not too bad, man. It does look good. I will say, this feels kind of scary-ish. Like, not me. I wasn't personally scared of this movie at all, but there are multiple, like, mini little jump scenes and just a lot of bits filled with tension and stuff. I will give the film credit. That stuff was actually kind of good. Done it way better than those other live-action movies. They're just action movies with zombies in. This felt a little bit more horror. Also, I will say, being a big fan of Resident Evil, especially that second game, it was really nice seeing things that I recognise, like the zombie dogs, the police station. They looked so good and so accurate to the game. I was very happy. But overall, this movie's so weird. Like, if you've never, ever, ever seen or played anything Resident Evil related, you're probably going to look at this movie and be like, this is crap, mate. The story is very, very rushed. Some of the characters, especially Leon, they are so bad. The rest of them, like Jill and Claire, they were fine. The actual zombies and the gore and the horror, it was alright. It wasn't bad. It definitely wasn't the best. Like, if you compare it to other, like, zombie shows and movies, definitely toned way down. I do think if you really like the franchise, you're probably going to think this movie is okay. It's by far the best live-action Resident Evil movie that I've ever seen, but it's not comparing it to much. Let's be honest, man. It felt very, very faithful in the story and like the sets and the props and all that. Very, very faithful to the source material, but some of the characters definitely got butchered. This is hard for me to review because it comes down to the thing of just play the games, bro. I think the reviews and stuff will be split on this movie. At the time of this recording, there's nothing on Rotten Tomatoes. There's nothing. So I'm going into this just with my own personal opinion, and yeah, I'm going to give Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City 4 nerds out of 10. A dead average movie is 5 out of 10. This is definitely below average, man. In the nicest way possible, it kind of feels like a fan film. Like, It doesn't feel like this huge, amazing, epic movie. It just felt like something to please the fans, to get them to spend money because they're going to recognize things. I get that. That's fine. It's just, for me, it's kind of just milking it a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, have you seen this brand new Resident Evil movie? Did you enjoy it? Whatever it is, man, please let me know down below. And of course, as always, thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you all. I'll see you in a bit.